A little wine ain't hurt nobody. Never did. Never did. I filled up my wine bottle all the way up here. I would like to say I'm 22, so it's okay. Literally every single time that I film, I have to have some sort of technical difficulties, and today was one of those days. Like, just nothing was going right. It took me, I think, like an hour to set up. Then I had to figure out the lighting because the lighting was fucking up. I had to figure out my HDMI cord. That bitch was fucking up too. My SD card, my battery. When I was getting ready to film, my battery was like half, and half is really like 10% left. I'm a little out of it because I was not in a good mood, but then I started drinking wine, and now I'm kind of in a good mood, but I'm still not in a good mood all the way. Obviously, I already have my brows on, so I'm gonna go in with the Frank Body Caffeinated Face Moisturizer. Normally when I do my makeup, I never have my hair in my face like this, but I'm kind of ugly if my hair isn't in my face. And then for my primer, I'm using the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. I love this. This works so well with the foundation that I always use, the Ordinary Serum Foundations. These two work really well together, most likely because they were made to go well together, so that's why. I've never tried this primer on its own with like a different foundation, so I wouldn't know, but as for the primer working with the foundation, it works really well. And I changed my sweater that I had on before this because it's not like I was wearing it for 6 days in a row or anything, because that would be crazy. But now we have this cute little orange shirt. And then I've been using an under eye primer probably like maybe a month ago. I didn't even know these were a thing, honestly. This was the one from Jaclyn Hill, and it's so good. So it does have a really cold applicator, which I love. So I'll put like a little dot, and then I'll spread it around with the applicator, and then I'll go in with my ring finger and just kind of like blend that in. And honestly, I feel like it makes a huge difference because I have really prone under eyes, especially like they're kind of like sunken in. I don't know how well you can tell. So this one compared to this one, I don't know if you can even tell a difference, but I've been using this and I love, absolutely love. I was having such a hard time with my backdrop because if I sit a certain way, it looks like my record players in the back are Mickey Mouse ears. That shit was pissing me off. So for my foundation, like I said, this is the Ordinary Serum Foundation. I'm in the shade 2.0 YG. This is a light to medium foundation. I just want to show you guys like this half of my face, so that's all I'm gonna use. And literally technical difficulties again. I already ended up blending this side out. I don't know how well you can tell the difference, but a light to medium coverage. So I do have like pinkness on around my cheeks, and it covered up. I do still use foundation, like normal foundations here and there, but I feel like it's not this, like it's not this good. And the consistency is so light that I promise you don't even feel like it's on your face. And I don't know, it's like, it's not oily, it's not matte, it's not like super hydrating. The perfect amount of coverage, the perfect finish, the perfect literally everything. The whole point of this foundation is, even though you don't cover everything, it's okay because you're still gonna go in with concealer and bronzer and blush and everything else. In the end, it's just gonna look so good, so good. Also, I do want to point out my nail tech is on vacation right now, and I literally refuse to cheat on her because she's literally so good. So I bought like a little Gel-X nail kit on Amazon or whatever, and I've been doing my nails and they're kind of janky, but like they could be worse. Like they really could be worse. I feel like my only issue is like around my cuticle. Like they almost look like press-ons, but they're gel nails. And then this is the other side. This one's the fucked up side. This is my left hand, so I can't really work that well. And then this one is a concealer, but I use it as like a contour. This is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Long Wear Concealer. I like this too, but I was not aware that Becca is going out of business. I don't know if they're going like they're like bankrupt and gonna be extinct soon, or if they're just like rebranding their whole situation, their whole brand, and that's why they're getting rid of a lot of the stuff they have. But I really like the concealer as bronzer though, because I feel like for the under eyes it's really heavy. My face has been so dry, it's been crackling, like I could literally sit there and peel my skin off like a snake. That's literally how dry my skin has been. For under my eyes, I'm using the Wet n Wild concealer. This shade is so close to my skin tone, it's crazy, and it's so nice. Like, it's not dry, it's not super hydrating, like it's just literally perfect. This concealer was specifically made for me. That's how good it is. Recently what I've been doing is I go in with 2 concealers. So the first one, I'll do one that's like pretty close to my skin complexion, and then the second one is very light, like almost Caucasian. I've been obsessed with super white under eyes, which sometimes I'll be going in, like I'll be going overboard. And then I'll also use part of the concealer and put it in my eyelid because I do have hyperpigmentation, which sometimes I can get away with as eyeshadow, but not today. I have literally been wanting to buy like a really big plant. So instead of this one, she's cute, she's real cute, she does the job, but I want like a 5-foot tall plant, green, obviously green, but like a tree. But the ones that I've seen at like Target or TJ Maxx or Marshalls, them boys are bald. I'm not paying $200 for a bald plant that has 3 leaves and they're crooked. So I don't mind spending the $200 if my plant is nice and it's cute and it's full and it's voluptuous. Like, it would literally look so good right here, so good. But instead I have to block the awkward space that's there. And then for my lighter concealer, I go in with the Bella Cosmetics Pot Concealer in Light. Girl, it's light. Like, you're gonna see how light it is. I think everyone should just start doing bright under eyes because I think it looks so good. And then I look back at photos where like my concealer used to match my skin, and I'm just like, I think not again. So before that starts crackling up and creasing under there, I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm gonna go ahead and set that. And then with a fluffy brush, I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face. Okay, next for my bronzer is my cute little bronzer from the Lip Bar. This shit is so good. So it literally has no reason to be this good. I can't even tell you what shade it is because the back of it is gone. It literally has like little specks of glitter, like so good. Everything I'm using is just so fucking good. That's why it breaks my heart that I won't be using all of this shit over and over, because I do want to start like using more than what I'm used to and like getting out of my comfort zone. Like, it's just hella pigmented. I kind of went in. I was literally just thinking about how in middle school kids were mean as fuck. Like, they had no business being that mean. Like, how are you 12 years old and you have so much anger in you and you're just mean? I remember once, I think this was in 6th grade. Girl, when I was in 6th grade, I think I was like 11, which I didn't know what name brand shit was. Like, I really didn't fucking know. Like, I feel like at that age, you just, when you're 11, 12, you don't fucking know that shit. You know it when you're like 13, like you're growing up like 13, 14, 15. So I got me a cute little pair of Airwalks. They were blue. They were like a light, they were two-toned. It was like a light blue and a dark blue with some white, but they were cute little Airwalks. And I remember I had got them Thanksgiving break, something like that. Y'all, I had begged for these shoes, okay? I wanted them and I got them. So you know when you come back from break and everybody has new shit and you wear on the first day and you're hoping someone will compliment them and notice that you got new shoes? That was me. That was me with my cute little blue Airwalks. Mind you, I didn't fucking know. Okay, I didn't know. And then for my blush, I'm going in with the Be Bella Blushing and Crushing palette. This is a blush palette and look, it has 4 options, and honestly I love every single tone in this palette, but my favorite is definitely this one. It's like a really muted pink, but it looks so good, so good. I also like this one because it's like peachy orangey. I love all of them, but today we're using this one. Literally just like tapping on it and like getting pigment, and instead of like going back and forth with my blush, I literally just tap it on. But anyways, I didn't know about Airwalk. So this, I literally went the whole day, was feeling a little bit down because nobody said, oh my god, I love your shoes, where did you buy them? I want the same pair so we can twin. So I was in my science class, I'm pretty sure it was my last hour, and I fucking hated that science class because I had none of my friends. It was like a whole different homeroom and I had no fucking idea why they just put me in a random science class when normally in middle school like you stick with your homeroom for like the whole day. I was with a random ass homeroom for science, and I feel like I was very quiet in middle school. This was like when I was figuring out who I was. Not that deep, but like I was trying to figure out like what I liked and shit like that. So it was like a weird stage of me transitioning into emo, but not emo quite yet. I was in my 6th hour and this fucking boy with a bowl cut comes up to me. Well, he's like walking in and I'm already sitting on my table. You know, science classes, they have like those weird tables, like it's an actual table you sit with other people. So I was like on the corner, so like when people pass by, they pass by me. So I was sitting down minding my business. First of all, I already hated that science class because I just didn't like that science class. So I'm minding my business and he walks by me and he looks at my shoes and he goes, I like your sneakers, dude. And I was like, huh? And he's like, I like your sneakers, cool sneakers, dude. This, I didn't take it as a compliment. Well, he wasn't so much like a bully, he just made fun of people a lot. So when he said he liked my sneakers, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my sneakers that he's just talking to me and telling me he likes them? My lovely partner that was next to me, she looked at my shoes and she's like, oh, it's because you got Airwalk on. And I was like, ooh, what do you mean? And she's like, Airwalk, like they're fucking off-brand Converse. And sure enough, this bitch had Converse on. Sorry, I got Airwalk next to a Converse, bitch. And I was like, I don't get it, like what's going on? Oh, so I got fake shit on. I got the fake Converse on. Still wore my Airwalks because I made my parents buy them, so I still wore them, but I only wore them on days I knew I wasn't gonna have that science class, because I will not be getting a I like your sneakers, dude, again. And then right now I'm just going back in with my bronzer. For my under eyes, I'm using the CoverGirl Translucent in 50. It's not really translucent, it's literally a brightening under eye powder. I only apply this like in the inner part of my eye just to brighten that up, just so the whole thing isn't like fucking brightened up. I literally just be unlocking memories that I didn't even know I had. Okay, and now after that, I'm gonna go back in with my Laura Mercier and cut my bronzer and contour. I don't know if I stated this already, but this look is like a everyday kind of makeup slash, like this is what I do when I have time to get ready but I don't have too much time. This is also what I do when I'm having like a little photo shoot for Instagram. And I also remember now that we're talking about middle school. There was this girl, I felt so bad for her. She had lice. And I'm not bringing this up to like make fun of her or anything. I just want to show you guys like how fucking mean kids were in middle school. I'm sure they still are, if not worse. This girl, she had lice. I promise I'm not saying it to make fun of her. It's just a memory that unlocked in my brain. I would like to say it, if I may. Anyways, this girl had lice. So when the ladies with the clear gloves would come in, everybody instantly would look at her. Because unfortunately she had lice, which is not funny, I'm just saying. I'm gonna put on a little bit of mascara. This is the Beauty Creations Lash Flex Lengthening Mascara. I don't go all like hella in on my top lashes. I'm just gonna use this as a base because I'm gonna wear lashes underneath. I mean, I'm gonna apply strips, so I just want it to blend a little bit. Really nice girl. People just had it out for her because she had lice. I don't know how to say it without sounding like fucked up, but anyways, every single time the ladies would come in, they would instantly just call her up, didn't get her shit, and then that was it. People would just see her go back in, get her stuff, and go. I only know this because I had friends who would tell me. And then the very next day she would come to school with like her hair, literally, like no joke, like right here, like a bowl cut. And people will call her Willy Wonka. They would really call her Willy Wonka. And then I think she ended up transferring like not too long after that, and I'm sure she's doing good. I hope she's doing good. But I just remember that and I was like, damn, who be raising these kids? Cause damn. So I'm going in with the Lano Lips 101 Ointment, and I'm gonna put that on my lips because they're getting a little dry. So for lashes, I'm using the Love Lash Beauty in the style Extra. So that is what they look like. And then for my lash glue, I'm doing the Eylure London 18-hour lash glue. This lash glue is so good, and I actually just picked it up I think like a week and a half ago, and surprisingly I really like it. I normally do the dual lash glue, the clear one. So while we're waiting for the lashes to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and do some mini marks. So first I'm just gonna go over the ones that are real and that are mine and that I made myself, and then I'm gonna draw on fake ones. And I think it's so funny that beauty marks are like kind of trendy right now, because I used to have the fattest one. The fattest, this one right here, was the size of a quarter, until I burned that bitch off. And now I just do, I used to not like anything there, but now I just do like a little dot there. I don't mind it. I feel like I was so self-conscious about it. Whenever I spoke to anyone, in my head, I know that you're staring at it and I feel uncomfortable. But now that it's gone, the only thing you can look at now is my nose. But at least it's not a mole. So these are all my real ones that I just did. I don't even know how to explain this glue. Like, it feels like it's magnetic, but it's just a pretty strong glue. They're a little big, but that's okay. I'm going in with the Nabla's Cupid Arrow eyeliner. I don't know why I had like a brain fart. I'm gonna go underneath. What is that called? My waterline. I'm also going in like that inner part just so everything blends together. Okay, so back to my moles. And now these are the fake ones. I just feel like they look so cute. Like you can really just sit up here and play connect the dots. So cute. I love it. I love it. Then I'm going back in with the same mascara on my lower lash line. So I'm still using the same bronzer. Whatever is left of powder. And then I go in with the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. And I literally just use that on my nose. When I get my nose done, I'll be too powerful. I will be way too fucking powerful. And then for my lips, I'm going in with the NYX lip liner in the shade Espresso. So I overline just like that. And then I go in with the Beauty Creations collab, the Murillo twins. And this one is the Brie lipstick in the shade Brie Brie. So I'll put that right in the middle. And then I'll go on top with a gloss. This one is the Buxom in Pumpkin Spice Latte. And it's literally just perfect. The other day I was journaling. Like in my head I was like processing the fact that I'm journaling. And then my brain was just like, bitch, this is literally code for writing your diary. Literally the same thing. I'm not even gonna lie. I pulled this video straight out of my ass because I didn't know what to film. I don't understand why my hair gets so tangled when I straighten it. So whenever I go out and I have straight hair, I have to carry this fat ass brush. Ooh, my setting spray. And this one is the Morphe Watermelon Slice Continuing Setting Mist. I'm telling you guys, this is so easy to do. You could literally take off the lashes and do something more minimal, or you could add like some liner, some shadow. If you guys end up getting anything from this video, please just try this foundation. I promise you it's so good. My life literally changed the moment I met you. That is the end of this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you didn't, hopefully I have better content next time. Tell a homegirl to come watch me. I will see you guys in my next video.